This is 5 on your side at noon. Focused on you.
It is primary day in Illinois. Voters deciding on several races, including a competitive U.S. House race in the Metro East. Thanks for being here at noon. I'm Kay Quinn. Representative Mike Bost is seeking his 6th term in Congress. Darren Bailey is hoping to unseat him. 5 on your side's Mercedes McKay takes a look at some of the issues on the ballot.
We are at the Christ Church here in Fairview Heights, one of the many polling places across the Metro East where voting is currently happening. Illinois received national attention weeks ago when it was one of several states trying to get former President Donald Trump off the ballot over the January 6th insurrection. The Supreme Court later ruled in Trump's favor and kept him on the ballot. Aside from deciding which presidential candidate should run for each party, voters will also decide on U.S. House candidates and state legislator candidates. A race many will be watching tonight is the Republican nomination for Illinois' 12th congressional district. Incumbent and Trump-endorsed Mike Bost will be up against former state lawmaker Darren Bailey. Polls will close at 7 p.m. tonight in Illinois. In Fairview Heights, Mercedes McKay, 5 on your side.
We have an election guide for voters in Illinois. Just text the word guide to 314-425-5355. We'll send you a link. And be sure to tune in to 5 on your side at 10 tonight for the latest results. Well, spring begins tonight, and it's going to feel like it with temperatures nearing 70 today. People are out in Forest Park enjoying the weather. The vernal equinox officially happening at 10:06 tonight. Meteorologist Jim Castillo is here with that Weather First forecast. Jim?
Yeah, hi Kay. So yeah, right around the metro, can you believe it? Up to about 70 degrees, close to it, probably mid to upper 60s in the metro. A little cooler east and north, and I'll show you why coming up. Camera shaking there. There's the arch in the background. You can see all the sunshine. And let's take a look at what's happening at Lambert. Well, it jumped to 57 degrees after the 20s to around 30 this morning, and that humidity is really low. So outdoor burning is not a good idea today because that wind is up and the humidity is very low. Plus the fuel, the brush is very dry. So if a fire starts, it can spread very, very quickly. Right now we're in the 50s around the metro, but Troy a little cooler at about 50 degrees. So that colder air is holding on tight, like places like Flora, Effingham, and Litchfield. But that wind is picking up, even Chesterfield seeing a wind gust to 35 miles an hour. So the current wind chills, I'll put that in there because Flora and Greenville still feels like about 40 degrees there. And eventually you'll warm up as that high slides eastward and that southwest wind continues. A cold front comes tonight. It's going to come through here dry, but I'll tell you what that means for tomorrow coming up in just a bit, okay?
We'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you, Jim. Investigators looking for the cause of this massive fire that destroyed a vacant church. This was the scene last night at the former St. Augustine's Roman Catholic Church. It's in North St. Louis. Crews arrived to find flames shooting through the roof. There were no reports of injuries. The building is designated as a city landmark. It's listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Fire officials tell us this is the 3rd fire there since 2022. New body cam video released by police in Nashville seems to be the latest clue in the disappearance of Riley Strain. The 22-year-old Mizzou student disappeared while on a spring break trip.
How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
This new video shows an exchange between Strain and a police officer in the area he was last known to be in. The department says he didn't appear to be in distress. Strain disappeared 11 days ago while visiting Nashville with a group of fraternity brothers. Other videos show him stumbling in the streets after getting kicked out of a bar. Police don't believe foul play is involved. We're hearing from the families of the Hazelwood East students involved in an off-campus fight. A video of the event shows one girl slamming another teen's head into the pavement. 5 on your side's Christine Byers has the latest on the victim's condition and for the first time what the family of the girl now in juvenile custody is saying.
In their statement, the family attorney for 16-year-old Kaylee Gain wrote that she remains unconscious 10 days after the assault. They also asked parents to reinforce to their children that violence and bullying are never appropriate. Just hours later, the attorney for the suspect released a statement also calling for an end to bullying and denouncing teen violence. The Gain family also confirmed the 16-year-old suffered a fractured skull that resulted in brain bleeding and swelling. They say they won't know the severity of her injuries until she regains consciousness. Their statement asked parents to, quote, emphasize to their children that the lives of both of the perpetrators of teen violence and the victims of violence can be permanently and forever changed as a result of violent incidents that last only a few minutes. The attorney for the suspect released a statement confirming his client is a 15-year-old Hazelwood East student. He stated she was on the honor roll, played the orchestra, and was on the school's volleyball team. The statement continued, I believe all of the facts and circumstances of this incident are not appropriate to discuss at this time when another child is in such a critical condition. Those facts and circumstances will have their day in court. I joined the call to denounce teen violence and bullying. And most importantly, I joined my client and her family in extending our prayers for this family and their child. Christine Byers, 5 on your side.
Now, the 15-year-old girl currently is being held on assault charges. A hearing in the coming weeks could decide whether she'll be charged as an adult. The Hazelwood School Board meets tonight for the very first time since that fight. That meeting starts at 6:30 in the district's Learning Center. This O'Fallon woman is in critical condition after being hit by a car in Cottleville over the weekend. Police tell us a car hit Lindsay Jaco on Highway N Saturday night as she walked to a friend's house. Jaco's family says the incident left her with serious injuries.
She has skull fracture. She had a hematoma. She had a brain surgery to relieve the pressure of the bleeding on her brain. So she had a brain surgery, about 4 hours. She's tough. She made it through that. She's still fighting.
Friends and family say Lindsay is responding to doctors. Officers arrested a 59-year-old woman at the scene. She is accused of DWI. Still ahead, the royal response to a video that has many speculating about the Princess of Wales. Plus, new car prices are dropping, but not for every kind of vehicle, but you'll want to avoid if you want the best deal.